Hello and welcome. In this video series, we will learn to code in Java from scratch. I am going to assume that you are a complete beginner while teaching you the concepts. There are also exercises at the end of each topic to test your understanding. Alright? So let us start learning Java. Now, Java is a popular programming language. It has been one of the most popular programming languages for many years. Java is used to develop desktop apps, games, web apps, mobile apps, and much more. Okay? So, in this day and age, it is crucial to have the knowledge of Java. Alright? Now, for you to code in Java, you need to install few softwares. But as you are a beginner, I do not want you to go through the process of installing them. And so, we will learn to code using an online compiler. Alright? So, I am going to go to the desktop and show you how to start. Alright, in your web browser, go to google.com and search for one compiler and then go to the first result. When you load up the website, it loads the Java compiler by default. Okay, so what you see here is a Java compiler. So let me delete this and let me delete this too. So basically, we will be writing our Java programs on the left side here, and on the right side here is where we will be seeing the result of our program. Okay. So throughout this video series, we will be using this website to run our programs. Okay. Now, let us start with the program itself. Java programs have this, or this is the basic syntax or structure of a Java program. I am not going to go and explain each and every one of this and confuse you. As you are a beginner, if I explain all these now, it will confuse you and it will make you close this website and stop learning Java, which I do not want. I will explain these in later lessons when it really matters. Okay? For now, just know that this is the basic structure. Okay? And between this and this is the code that we want to execute. Okay, so whatever we want to execute or our program goes between this and this bracket. Okay, curly braces. I call it as flower bracket. I'll call it as curly braces too. All right. Now, I want to print this out. I want to print this out, or I want to have this as the output of my program. How do I do it? To do that, we have to use this piece of code. Okay, so let me write it. So it is system. Okay, system. S should be capital. If it is small, you'll get an error. So system dot out. Okay, out dot print. Okay, so this is what we use to print something, and inside brackets and inside quotes is what the data should be. So I want my first program as output, and so inside the double quotes I need to type my first program. Okay, And now when I run it, I'll get an error. Now this is a common error that you get, and this is because I have not used a colon to end the instruction. Okay, so you need to use a colon at the end of each instruction. This is like the period or the full stop that we use in English, okay, at the end of each sentence. So this is required. So now let me run it, and you can see I have my first program as the output, or whatever is inside the codes is the output. So let me change here. Let me say hello there, and let me run it, and you can see I have hello there as output. Let me change this to small. So it is small s system out print, and when I run it, I get an error saying compilation failed. Okay. Now you can see the error, but I do not want to go into this right now. But just know that S must be capital. Okay, S must be capital. So inside curly brackets or curly braces, flower brackets, I have typed in this, which is my program, okay, or my instruction. And for printing, we use system.out.print. Now, what is this system? What is this out? What is this print? We will talk about it in later lesson. Okay. Now, let me proceed. I want to print this. I want to print exactly like this. So, let us do that. So, what do I want? 100/50. So, inside the brackets, I need to say 100/50. And when I run this, I get 100/50 as output. Alright. So, whatever is inside the codes will be printed out, or will be my output. Now, let me delete the code. Let me delete the codes. Okay. And let me run it and see what I get. When I run it, I get 2 as result or output. Now, what has happened here is Java has solved this expression and has given me the result. Okay. So, 100/50 is nothing but 100 divided by 50. So, 100 divided by 50 is 2. So, Java has solved this expression and has given me 2 as a result. Okay. But if I have this in codes, Java will not solve this. It will print it out as it is. Okay. Now, let me delete this and let me make it minus. So, 100 minus 50. Let me run it to get 50. So, Java evaluates this and gives the result. Whereas, if I have 100 minus 50 inside quotes, and when I run it, it gives me 100 minus 50 as output. Okay. Now, let me delete this and let me say hello there. Okay, hello there, without quotes. Without quotes, if I say hello there, I'll get an error. Okay, because this is not an expression and there is nothing to solve. So I'm getting an expression. We have to talk about data types too, but that comes later. For now, know that if you have any characters or letters without quotes, then it will give you an error. Okay, inside print. So if you want to print this out, then it should be in quotes. Okay. Yes. Next, I want to have this as output. I want mine in first line, first in second line, program in third line. Okay. So let us try to get that. So I'll copy this. Okay. I'll copy this and I'll paste it here. Here I'll say mine Okay, and here I'll say first, and here I'll say program, all inside quotes. And now when I run it, I get an output like this. So my first program, all in the same line and without any space. Okay, so if you print it out like this, then you get like this. Okay, now what I want is this. Okay, so let me have it in small letters, F and P. Okay, yeah. To get the result output as this, we can use new line character. Okay, and it goes something like this. Alright, so backward slash n. So backward slash n means new line. It is saying Java to insert a new line after mine. Okay, so let me run it, and you can see I have mine, and in the new line I have the rest of the output. Okay, so after mine I have a new line. So let me cut this and paste it here. Okay, so let me run it, and I'll get same result. So it is either after mine or before first. So both will get you the same thing. Okay, now this is not what I want. I want program in next line. So I can have a new line character here, run it to get mine in one line, first in second line, program in third line. Or I can also cut this and paste it here. And let me run it to get the same result. Okay, so backslash n is used to insert a new line or to get something in new line. Okay, now instead of using backward slash n, we can say print ln2. Okay, so print ln, print ln, print ln. Print ln means print in a new line. Okay, so when I run this, I get the same result. Print ln instead of print gets you the result in a new line. So it is left to you. You can use backward slash n, or you can just use ln, print ln. So generally people use print ln because it is convenient. Okay, yes. Next, I want to get this. I want my in first line, first in second line, program in third line. But then I have these tabs, okay, or these spaces. So to get these spaces, we need to use backward slash t. Okay, backward slash t is like pressing tab on your keyboard. It inserts multiple spaces. Okay, so let me run this, and I can see I have a tab inserted before first. Okay, so backward slash t gets you this, and that is not it. I have program, and there are two tabs here. So for that we need to use backward slash t, backward slash t. So let me run it to get my first program like this. So backward slash t is used to insert a tab, backward slash n for new line. Alright, next I want to get this as output. So let us do that. Let me remove these two. Okay, and yeah, yes. So here inside bracket I'll say it's raining. Okay, it's raining, and when I run it, I get the same thing as the output. So no issues here. Next, I want to print this out. He said hi. Alright, so let us do that. Inside double quotes, I'll say he said and hi. Okay, he said and hi. So he said hi is what I want as output, and that is enclosed within quotes. Correct? So let me run it, and you can see I have an error, or I get an error. That is because Java treats this as beginning of the quote and this as beginning of the quote, and what is inside this and this should be printed out. Okay, it doesn't recognize, or it doesn't know what to do with all the things that come after this double quote. Okay, so it only treats this as the data that has to be printed, and it doesn't know what to do with these. Okay, and that is why you get an error like this. So we want Java to ignore this. Correct, we want Java to escape this or ignore this double quote, and to make it ignore this, we need to use a backward slash. So having a backward slash removes the special meaning of this double quote and treats it as normal. So we want Java to treat this as normal and this as normal. So we'll have one more backward slash before this quote. Okay. So now I'll run it to get he said hi as output. And you can notice that these two backward slashes are not printed out here. Okay. So but these two are printed out as is. So if you want to get something like this as output, you need to use backward slashes. Alright. Now, if you want to print a backward slash, what to do? So let me have this. I want to print backward slash. I want to have backward slash as output. So when I run it, I get an error because this backward slash removes the meaning of this, or the actual meaning of this, and treats it as normal, which is not what I want. So to get one backward slash as output, you need to use two backward slashes. So let me run it now to get one backward slash as output. So this backward slash removes the special meaning of backward slash, and what you get is one backward slash. Alright. Now whatever I am saying may confuse you. I do not want to explain too much, but just know that if you want to print one backward slash, you need to type in two backward slashes. If you want to print two backward slashes, then you need to have 4 here. So let me run it to get 4. Okay. Yes. Now I have an exercise. I hope you have understood whatever I have explained here. I have an exercise for you. I want you to get this as output. Okay, I want you to get this as result output. So pause the video and try to get this as result. Okay, because in next 5 seconds I'll be showing you the result, or I'll be showing you the program itself. Okay, so pause the screen and execute it. Okay, so here is the result, or here is the program, not result, I'm sorry. Here is the program that you need to type to get this as result. Okay, and there is a mistake here. In this. I want you to tell me what the mistake is. What is the mistake in this? What is missing in this? I want you to comment down below. Okay, so I hope you have understood. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, keep practicing and take care.